So the animal that I'm presenting and the information on the animal that I'm presenting is great white sharks. Now the scientific name for the great white shark is a little difficult to pronounce. It is known as the Carcharodon carchareos. So this here is the great white shark's phylogenetic tree and what it's related to. It has some extinct species. So as you can see, this is the great white shark scientific classifications. Common name, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, and genus species are all part of this great white sharks. One thing about great white sharks is that they actually enjoy sunlight, and so they mostly enjoy being in the sunlight zone. One common behavior of the great white shark is their feeding behavior, which they rely on their sight, and they use dorsal fins to hide themselves, and they do migrate, but we don't know exactly where. Speculation says it starts at the western coast of the South Africa to western Australia. When they are in a group, they work together to get as much food as possible, and they try to split up to catch the eyes of their prey, and then they lure towards the group. Now, as you can see here, this is the great white shark's food web. Great white sharks breathe through their gills, and unlike most fish, they are not covered. And the gills extract oxygen whenever seawater passes through their gills and carbon dioxide goes out their front of their gills. Little is known about their mating habits, as we have never observed them. But we do know that it is sexually, and we do know that they are ovoviviparous. The great white shark swims by propelling itself through the water by using its tail. The fins are used only for balance. Most sharks, like the great white shark, swallow their food as relatively big pieces, and sharks have U-shaped stomachs that have very strong acids to dissolve whatever has been eaten. The medulla is involved in a shark's homeostasis and acts as a relay station between the brain and the spinal cord. This structure occupies 20% of the brain of the great white shark, which is slightly larger than other species when compared. Today, sharks are rapidly declining because they have been replaced by us as top predators, and now they are being killed through a strategy known as whale finning. The great white are declining since they are getting killed by things like plastic pollution, since they are eating the plastic in the landfill.